This has got to be the coolest gift for empty nesters, college kids, or grandparents. My kids have officially moved out, mostly. The house is quiet, the fridge is actually full for once, and our group chat has thousands of photos buried away, mixed in between endless messages about if the cell phone bill was paid. Today, we're testing a technical bridge. This is the Arzopa 14-inch Wi-Fi frame. In this video, we aren't just unboxing a gadget, we're attempting to build a family live stream. My kids, one who is a tech wizard and one who forgets to charge her phone. Can they actually use this? We're covering the invite-only ecosystem, why 14 inches is the sweet spot for your living room, and the setting that keeps your photos from looking squished. For those of you new to the channel, I'm Anton, a power engineer, industrial mechanic, and a Red Seal electrician. We cover all kinds of products and topics in an approachable way for the average everyday person. I'm glad you found us. Hello and welcome back to Gears and Tech. I haven't even opened this thing up yet. It's from a company, Arzopa, that I'm familiar with. I've checked out some of their portable monitors, which have been very impressive. So let's see what's inside the box. Just open. Whoa, whoa, okay. Like I said, I haven't seen inside here. This is really cool. So it opens up just like that. And then we get, what does that say? Let love loop endlessly in this frame from Arzopa. That's actually pretty cool. User manual, which we're not going to read. I'm going to just have a quick look. It does show about, before you start, an app you can download and all of that. So it has all the details that you need to get set up, but we're going to cover a lot of that in this video anyway. So let's get a peek at the frame itself. I'm going to save that. I'm going to save that for later. Let's see what else is in here. There's only one other little box in here. Ugh. Oh, it's actually not little. It's pretty deep. So this has got to be the power supply, I'm assuming. And, that's unfortunate. So, one thing I don't like is, and I hate to start the video off on a negative trend, but the power supply is all right. I mean, it's a standard power supply, but it outputs, what does it output? 12 volts. My studio lights I can't really read. But here's my problem. You guys can see this is a barrel jack. I hate barrel jacks, especially when we can use a USB-C to power this thing up. And then it just means if you lose this cord, the frame is useless. And hopefully this frame has some redeeming qualities. Whoa. Okay, so you guys saw this before I did. It's cool. It's actually got the setup instructions on the screen, so it's really hard to screw up. So it says connect digital frame with power adapter. After the Arzopa logo shows up, it takes about 40 seconds to activate your device. Connect digital frame to a Wi-Fi network. Blah 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 blah. So it's impossible to miss that. I'm gonna peel this off and I'm gonna stick it. So this comes in a couple different styles. This one is the gold frame and it's got a matte screen. Now this is the 14-inch edition, which, I mean, it actually looks pretty good. It's got, you know, a border around here. It's pretty high quality feeling. This is, if I had to guess, I would say it's high quality plastic. I'm not sure if do they say if it's aluminum? It doesn't say here if this frame's supposed to be aluminum. It could be aluminum, or it could be just plastic with a good frame on it. On the back is really interesting. So you guys haven't seen this yet. This is like a nod to record players. So if you look at this, it totally looks like a little record player, which is great for us old folks. But you can also stick that in there like that, and then that becomes a stand so that this can sit on your desk or whatever, just like that, which is great. But you can also hang it on the wall. It's got hanging points there and there, so you can hang it this way, or you can hang it this way off of that guy right there. And what's else back here? You got a power button turned on and off. Well, it does have, interesting, it does have a USB-C. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's got a USB-C port there. It's got a USB-A port. It's got a headphone jack, a micro, is it a micro? No, it's an SD slot, so you can load pictures off of an SD slot. And the barrel connector. So first test I want to do is see if I can power this thing up with a USB-C cord, because then I would have to take back what I said about this. So first impressions, this is pretty solid. It isn't flimsy plastic. It feels pretty heavy. It is metal around the edges at least. And if you look at that, the screen has a nice matte finish. It's not super glossy, which is probably good for reflections. So you're not going to catch some crazy reflections while you're walking around your house looking at the pictures. And one thing you'll notice is there's no remote. So this thing must be touch screen only or app controlled. When we power it up, we'll get a little bit better view of that. Now I am curious about that USB cable, so I'm going to plug this into my laptop and I'm just going to see if I can power this thing up with a USB-C, because I already talked about my dislike for barrel jacks. I might have to eat my words if this thing powers up. Oh yeah, there's a power button on the back. Okay, it does not want to try and power up with the USB. So I'm back to where I was with the barrel jack. I still don't like them, but it's a necessary evil. So let's get this thing powered up, see what it looks like. All right, now it is powering on, as you guys already saw while I was fiddling with the kickstand. Now it does say to wait about 45 seconds if I'm reading those instructions that were on the screen. And then we're gonna have to do a quick little setup, get it connected to Wi-Fi. There we go. Now we are on to the welcome screen. And I might as well do this with you guys here. So I'm gonna, because I wanna see how easy is this for someone to set up that doesn't know what they're doing. So I'm gonna connect to my secure connection. Now you guys don't need to see my password. So there, I've typed in my password. It says it is connecting, so it should work pretty quick here. Ah, there we go, connected. Now we'll just click next. Now it's saying you need to agree to the privacy policy. Of course I do, so why not? There we go. Now, this is cool. So it goes right into adding new members. Now, you can also say, I have a gift code. So we'll walk through that in the app in a second, or you can scan the QR code with the Arzopa app. So let me open up the app. So now I'm here in the app and I'm gonna say set a new device for me. And then it's saying scan the QR code. So I'm gonna go like this, scan that QR code. Now it's loading up. Perfect. Add photos and videos. There's no limits. Okay, I've told it to add 4 photos from my collection. So here you can see on the app it's going, and almost instantly, look at that, it sees my pictures. Now, it gave me a little notification to say, hey, a picture's been uploaded. There's another one to say another picture's been uploaded. Now I can go into the settings, and this is where we want to change. You see how that picture is kind of sideways like that? In the display settings, I think, fill the screen. If I say fill, wow. Okay, that cleared it up really well. That's actually really impressive. Now I'm going to switch the interval to 10 seconds, but you can change the interval that it shows up to 24 hours. Now 24 hours is a bit extreme for me. Personally, in my personal slideshows, I like having the pictures change every minute, usually is what I do. But in this case, just for you guys, I'm going to have it switch every 10 seconds. Now, I do also have an adjustment for the date and time. Right now, it thinks that I am in New York, so the time is wrong, but that's okay. And I don't like 24-hour time, so I'm going to turn that off like that. And then you've got the date and everything on there. That's awesome. So you can see there's a jacket that I was doing a review on earlier. Show avatar and time. I don't know if I want that. Oh yeah, okay, there we go. So my avatar is up over here. I don't really like that over there. There's my truck. I like my truck. We can turn off the weather info. We can set the temperature units as well. So that's all the display settings right there. We can call the frame whatever we want. I don't want to call it Arzopa. I want to call it Gears and Tech, like that. There we go. So this is the Gears and Tech frame. Now I can look at added members. Now this is cool. So it's got Anton right now, just me. So if I want to, now this is where the remote connectivity comes in. So I can have this frame at my house. I want to be connected with my family. So I can go like this and I can send them a link or a QR code. And then I can just copy that link and then I can text that to my kids and say, here's a thing, add pictures. And then as long as they add pictures, every time they add one, this frame's going to ding, and then it's going to say, hey, you've got some new pictures, and they'll automatically get added and thrown into the rotation. So it's a really nice way to have connectivity with your kids or your family who may not be around. It can go the other way as well. If you've got kids that are off in college, off in school, or maybe they've started their own family and they've left and gone somewhere else, you can add this frame in their living room, and then you can upload your pictures to theirs so that they have pictures of you guys, so that they remember that you're not just sitting around bored and lonely waiting for them to come back home, that you've actually moved on with your life a little bit and enjoying yourself too. And that's okay. You don't have to feel bad, but this will let them see that you guys are all still connected. Now we can adjust also, it looks like notification volume. So if you don't want this thing dinging all the time, then you can adjust that as well. Oh, you can back up to another frame if you wanted to. Cool. So there's lots of really neat things. The frame has been turned off. Whoa, okay. You can turn the frame off if you want. There's also a way in here. Ah, there it is right there. Sleep mode. So if you don't want to be wasting power, you can actually go in the app and adjust the sleep mode so that it's only on during certain times. So for example, I'm not awake after 11 o'clock at night. So we can have it turn off and then turn back on at 7 a.m. every day of the week. If I want to, I can make it turn off earlier and turn on earlier, whatever. You've got the options to adjust that. You can add extra ones for like if you need one for the weekend as well, I suppose. There we go. We can adjust the brightness right here, it looks like. There, we can turn the brightness down. So right now it is at the brightest setting. And I mean, that's pretty bright. It's bright enough anyway. I've got my studio lights on in here, so it's not going to be perfect. You can adjust your playlist. And then again, we can add more photos to that. We can set up a gallery, and we can set up a timeline. Oh, and look at that. That's kind of cool. I can tell a story in this photo. So this is a PC I reviewed on YouTube. So, and then if I save that, does that show up when that picture shows up? Let me see if that shows up when the picture shows up. There, so at the bottom there, it says this is a PC that I set up. You can set a note to the loved ones or the family to say, this is whatever this is, so that they know. Now this is actually an IPS panel, so some of the cheaper LCD screens, they'll typically wash out, especially as you get an angle on here. So you guys can see the angle as I show you on here. And because of that high viewing angle, it means that you could be sitting on the couch way off in the distance at a 45-degree angle and still see quite clearly. Is 1920 by 1200 with a color range of 65% sRGB on a 14-inch screen. So that's plenty of detail for your fireplace mantle or on a desk. It's not something you're going to be color grading a video to. Now, we've already walked through the setup with the app, so you guys were able to see, and you can decide for yourself, could my tech-challenged parents or children successfully set this up? I have to say, going through the setup myself, it is pretty easy. It's hard to screw it up, and it does walk you through every step of the way. So it works quite well in that way. Plus, the cool thing is it does not need your Apple ID or your Google ID to log in or create your account or to access your pictures. So you only upload the pictures that you want to add. You're not going to just randomly end up with a picture on your parents' photo app that they weren't expecting to see. You filthy people know what I'm talking about. The other cool thing is those pictures that you don't want the world to see, they're not getting uploaded really anywhere. They go through the Arzopa cloud and it pushes it to your frame. It's asynchronous, which means that they can send a picture at 2 a.m. and while I'm sound asleep, it'll be there when I wake up in the morning. Now, we already looked at how to adjust for the squished heads or the problems with the picture sizing. So we had pictures that were vertical, but it was able to fill to the screen, or you can say resize to fit the screen. You can decide, it just depends if you want those black bars or not. Now, personally, I don't like the black bars, so I said fit to the screen. Now, the only warning with that is if your kids haven't centered their subject in the picture, you might end up with people with missing heads or missing legs because it's going to just fill right on the center of the picture. But in the app, the sender is actually able to pick what is the most important part of the picture as well, so that it can help to focus on the part that is important for you or for the people who uploaded the pictures. Now, some of you might be wondering, is this going to kill my electric bill? So this thing pulls about 7 watts of power. That's less than an LED light bulb. So it's really not going to hurt your power bill in any way. Plus, you get the benefit of seeing pictures that you wouldn't have seen otherwise. Now, we already dug into the settings and I showed you guys that auto sleep, which can make it so that you save a little bit of power as well, because you don't need that frame on when nobody's around and nobody's looking at it. Do yourself a favor and just set it to be on when you're up and walking around. Don't forget about the other thing we discovered, the clock and the weather, which can also go on here. So it's not just a photo frame, it gives you a little bit of extra info as well. Now there is also a speaker on the back. I think that it might be able to play some videos if you had them uploaded. I'm not digging into that today because I don't have any appropriate videos that I can show you guys. This will easily fit in your living room, on a computer desk, off in the office somewhere, and it can hang on the wall. So the question you're gonna ask is the $140 price tag worth it? And I have to say the answer to that for me is it's a small price to pay for connecting your family with especially loved ones that are farther away, that aren't around anyway, where they can see pictures that you upload and or you can see pictures that you upload. If you're an empty nester, do yourself a favor, get the 14-inch one. 10-inch ones, the smaller, older ones, they're just not the same thing as a 14-inch one. And next year we'll probably do the 21-inch one because that's how technology seems to work. If you are interested in this one, I'll put a link in the description to the one that we got and where we got it so you can check it out for yourself, and post in the comments if you guys have something like this or if there's a different one that you like better, because I'd love to review it and compare to what else is on the market as well. Hey, thanks for watching all the way to the end of this video. We hope you enjoy the content in this video and we'd love to have you come back. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And for those subscribers who are looking for that extra special thing that you can do to support this channel, consider joining our members group. That's where we're building this community, the Gears and Tech community, where we can all enjoy content together. You'll get special perks, which we'd love for you to check out by clicking the link down below. For those of you who are just happy to watch the video, that's okay too. You can check out some of our other content right over here, where we've got some previous videos that have already been uploaded and enjoyed by many of our viewers already. We do hope to see you again. This has been Gears and Tech. Have a great day.